Hello and welcome to Passion, Purpose, and Real Estate with Mike McCann, the real estate man.
So glad to be here.
Woohoo! I'm Stacia Thompson. I'm your director of KWU, and I'm so excited to be speaking with Mike McCann. Mike, in 2018, you closed 782 properties with more than 367 million in volume. For the past 20 years, you've been ranked number 1 or number 2 by your previous brokers. And for the past 30 years, you've been number 1 in Philadelphia. So tell us, Mike, you have a big business. How did you originally get started?
Wow, there's a lot of questions in there.
Yeah.
First of all, I am so happy. I am in Austin with 25 of my team here.
Woo!
And labs, and we are so excited. One of the key things to maintaining a business like that is to grow, learn, and educate.
Oh, nice.
And to try to stay on top of things. That's why I joined Keller Williams.
Oh, nice.
Because the industry's changing so dramatically.
Yeah.
So you didn't ask me that question. How did I maintain a business or get in the business?
How did you first get started?
I first got started in real estate. I never knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I just knew that I wanted to be well off. So early on in my life, we didn't have too much. Sure. And I just knew, and I felt that not having money limited everything in my life. So as a young kid, I always said, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be, and people used to laugh at me. But I never knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So as a young kid, I worked and worked and worked, and then got out of didn't even go to college, got out of high school, I was working, never knew what I wanted to do. About 26 years old, a couple friends of mine started to invest in real estate.
Yeah.
So when interest rates had dropped from 18% to 12%, and they said, come on to real estate. And I said, I don't have the money to buy real estate. I was working in a hotel.
Okay.
And I took a course at Temple Real Estate, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I can do. I had sold vacuums door to door for 3.5 years. I mean, that's the hunger I had to do well. Whatever I did, I was the hardest worker, and I was the best at it, and I enjoyed it. But I never knew I never found a passion for something that would allow me to have financial freedom and to be independent and entrepreneurial. I used to say to my mom, I wish when I was a little kid, I wish I could find a job where the harder I work, the more money I could make. And when I saw real estate, that was it. So that's how I got in real estate. A couple friends took me to a course, and it clicked.
So what was the catalyst to help you grow your business?
Again, when I came in, I loved it. I was hungry.
Yeah.
I was goofed. I worked for some small company. They had no training, no other salespeople. And he put me in the basement of a little house and gave me a phone book and a telephone and said, you can make a lot of money in real estate, start dialing. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So I started to get education through National Association of Realtors. So I didn't have a Keller Williams with all this training. You know, in our office today, there's 10 to 15 training classes every single week. 1 hour, I call them Popup classes.
Yeah.
So we're getting educated all the time.
Nice.
So I kind of learned on my own. So I looked at who the best people in the industry were, and I had one of my sayings that if they can do it, I can do it, but only I'm going to do it better. And I just watched them. I read. I took courses at NAR. I got my CRS, my GR. I invested back in the business. I read this thing that said the people that invest in their business, that get a CRS, make 20% more. Not that you get paid 20% more, but that type of person is the type of person that is investing in themselves to do better for their clients, which does better for their income, which does better for their family, which does better for their life. So I learned to invest in myself early on. And I got it from outside of the marketplace. So NAR, PAR, Pennsylvania Association of Realtor Conventions, read books, took courses at Temple.
Nice, very nice, awesome.
Yeah.
So
what was that? Did that answer that question?
Yes,
okay.
That was really great.
Okay.
So what's been your key to consistency throughout these years?
And I'm a worker among workers, so I don't own I'm in the business, I'm in real estate every single day. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the customers. I love the clients. I love doing it. But as I grew, I needed to get support.
Yeah.
So 1989, I did 90 transactions, no assistants. You know, I'm working 10, 12, not 10, 12, 10, 12, 14, 16-hour days. I still loved it.
Yeah.
But then I thought, I got to hire an assistant, someone to support me. And my wife came up with a checklist system.
Yeah.
She said, she's sales, I'm sales and she's detail, so she really helped me big time. Said, okay, Mike, when you get a listing, how do you market it? We made a checklist. When you do an agreement of sale, what do you have to do? So we made systems.
Yeah.
I was scared to death. I put 3 months of pay in the bank, and I hired an assistant, and I said, listen, I'm an independent contractor. I work on commission. I have 3 months of pay.
Yeah.
If you're good and it helps my business, I can keep you. But if not, I'm out of money in 3 months. Within 2 to 3 weeks, I knew having a support person was really good for me, because I didn't have to do the things that I didn't want to do. I didn't have to stuff the envelopes anymore.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
have to return miscellaneous calls. I could spend my time in front of the client. That's where I'm making the money. The key to success is having appointments, not sitting on the computer, getting in front of people and having appointments.
Yeah.
I tell all my agents today, the more appointments you have, the more sales. It's a numbers game. The more listings you go on, the more sales, the more buyers you take out. So if you look at your schedule for the week, if you've only had 3 appointments versus 15 appointments,
Yeah.
do that week in and week out, you're going to do so much better. It's a numbers game.
Oh, I love that, Mike. In a few minutes, viewers will be taking your questions, so go ahead and add them in Slido. You can either add them in the box next to the video, or on Slido.com, enter M485. Again, that's M485 on Slido.com. And we'll be taking your questions in just a second, so go ahead and get them entered. Now, you mentioned that you were so busy, you were working all of those hours, and then your life got so much better when you hired an assistant, and you didn't have to do those things that, one, you didn't want to do, and two, that weren't making you money.
Correct.
For agents that feel like, I'm too busy right now to hire somebody, I'll do that later, what would you say to them?
Okay, so my hiring assistant has evolved. So right now, I have about 9 support people.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
There's a couple good things. Today, now, well, I'm proud to say that I have one assistant with me 22 years,
Oh,
another
wow.
one 19 years, another one 16 years. I hire for life. I say that's been one of the key to my success in businesses. I say we're like that song, The Hotel California. It's a lovely place, but
Yeah.
you can never leave. But I try to hire the right people.
Yeah.
But today I use, actually, Lindsay from Keller Williams in Chestnut Hill. She is, in Westchester. She has a recruiting company, and she recruits. So now we'll pay her to hire them. We'll look at them on YouTube. We'll see their she interviews them several times.
Nice.
And now we hire up. Then my first person, I said, I'll give you $10 an hour. She had no professional experience. So we do hire up now. But hiring the right person that's going to be with you long term. I hire people that have a need to work, that want to succeed, that want to grow, that have a good chemistry within my team.
Awesome.
And I take care of them. My team is my family. That's the whole key to success, why I've been so consistent. I could have 100 people. I probably get 20 a month that want to join my team, from $25 million producers to new people. And I'm very selective, and every couple years I'll hire a few people because most of my people stay with me for a long time. And I'm not going to delude what I'm doing. So if I hire you, I want you to grow and be successful, and I'm not going to hire another person until I have too much that we can't handle it together. And I always say, you might have heard me say this before if you ever heard me, but 1 and 1 is 3.
Oh.
I could do fine without you. You could do fine without me. But together, we don't add up to 2, we add up to 3. We are so much better together. And that's what I try to do. I try to give more than I get, and I try to watch and help people grow. And that's why my team has been very consistently successful. And I'm proud to say I have agents 10, 20 years, assistants that long.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Oh, that's inspiring.
I'm rambling again. Go ahead.
No, that's awesome. So we have a question on Slido. growing a team, just hired our first assistant and growing fast. What is your best suggestion for growing, for healthy growth? Anything you wish you would have done sooner? Great question, Tiffany Dowling.
Okay. Hiring an assistant, a support person is someone who has, hopefully who you've hired has the right chemistry, and they're not a failed salesperson or somebody who talks a lot. I'm sales. I want to hire somebody that's details. Someone who's, so what do I want to use them for? Marketing, follow-up, depends on what the role is. And the difference today is actually recruiting better through this agency, so we're screening better and coming to a better pool, and I hire up a little bit more. I don't try to hire entry level. I want someone up a little bit more, and I'll pay a little bit more as they do good. So hiring quality is so important. And longevity. Nothing worse than if someone leaves having to train them. And we've had very few people leave in my career. And that's been really, really, really good. But someone that has your same character, like they don't eat lunch. They eat at their desk while they're working. But if they have a family thing, and they're not coming in for half a day, no problem. Family first. That's our team. The attitude in our team is so important.
Oh, awesome. That's powerful. We have another question from an anonymous question. Have you made any changes with your systems or service and communication with your clients or your team members since you joined KW? Have you and your team made any changes?
Dot loop. So we were DocuSign, and the one thing is, again, I'm moving. We had 210 listings, 100 pending transactions. So we're moving this big business. And we're dot loop, and we have our systems. I mean, we were a DocuSign. So coming over, believe me, the first couple days, first couple weeks, it was brutal. The couple things. The support from KW here was unbelievable. They sent tech people down to help us. Within the brokerage, KW Philly, the support was unbelievable. And when my assistants are telling me how great they are, how great the support is, and they were there. If we needed them, they're there for a second. They're giving us classes continually. I say out all my 20 salespeople and myself, we're running around. It's hard for us to be focused for more than a couple hours, So many would miss it, but they kept training and training. We got it down. It took a couple weeks. There's no question about it. Once we finally learned it, my assistants are saying it is more altogether, and it is better, and it is more support, and we're still learning it, but it's continuing. The one thing I love about KW is, again, every week there's training in our office, 10 to 15 classes, 1-hour courses on it. So my agents are in the office all the time now. I mean, you used to come in, my 20 agents, 2 or 3 might be in, the assistants were always in. Now the agents are in training, networking, learning. So and personally, I feel like I'm an infant. I have so much to learn from the Keller Williams terminology and all the systems and all the great stuff. But the more that I'm here, the more that I'm finding it was the right move.
Oh, awesome.
And my assistants, when they said to me, Mike, we feel like we know why you did this now because of the energy and the tools and the growth. So it really, change is tough, especially when you're doing something 33 years. But it has been great, and we're about 90 days, not even quite 90 days into it.
Oh, awesome. Great. Thank you for sharing that.
So systems change, and we're here for the new systems, too. We're here for Kelly. We're here for all the artificial intelligence that's coming on.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So you have a busy day. You have a lot going on, whether it's you're investing in yourself, in your team, with the education, whether it's running a huge team, working with all of the buyers and sellers to do this massive
Wait, hold on.
business.
I have to check my phone.
And leading such a big team. So how do you organize your day?
I'm very consistent, and that's the one thing. Systems. You have to have flexibility. We are entrepreneurs. If one of my clients says, Mike, blah, 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 I'll jump and take care of that. My day is very consistent, so it actually starts the night before. So I learned this in a temple class. I prepare, my clothes are ready the night before. My day for tomorrow is already prepared today. So I put my clothes out the night before. I wake up, I make my coffee the night before. It's on a timer. My wife brings it up to bed. We have coffee for about 40 minutes together.
Oh,
We drink a pot of
nice.
coffee. That's when we network and talk. Not network. That's when we bond and talk.
Nice.
And then I get up, take a quick hot tub, take a shower, and I'm off to work.
Awesome.
I am either in the office or on an appointment at 9 a.m. every time. And if you don't have new business, be in the office, be dressed, be ready. Get in gear to go to work.
Yeah.
If not, do some searching, do some working. So what was the rest of that question? I'm sorry.
So
how was my day?
Yeah.
Having great support staff. So I get, if anyone knows me, I'm the busiest guy because I am out on the street, but nobody responds faster than me.
Yeah.
With more detail and more response, and no one can believe it. So I'll go in, I have a 9:15 appointment. I'll say I'm out at 10:30. I'll go through my email, I'll check it, I'll delegate some to my assistants, I'll handle some myself, and then I have a 12 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
And I just allow gaps in between so I can return. My policy is return every phone call, every day, every email, every text, no matter what.
Oh, wow.
And that's why my business is so consistent, because agents love to deal with me. My customers love to deal with me because I do get back in such a prompt response, and I don't avoid anything. So just being consistent. So yeah, my wife packs me lunch.
Oh, nice.
So early in my career, I'd be running, it'd be 2 o'clock, and then I'd be like, I didn't eat. I go get a cheesesteak, and I feel like crap. Excuse my language. But my wife said 28, 29 years ago, she said, I want to protect my investment. So she packs me a cooler, 3 Wooders, a bag of cherries, a bag of, cherry tomatoes, a bag of carrots, and now it's hummus. It used to be different stuff.
Nice.
Now it's a hummus wrap sandwich. So I pack my lunch. So I eat healthy every day, but I eat on my time at my desk, in my car, and I eat healthy.
Awesome.
And then I'm there for my team. Any of my agents need anything, I am there. Sometimes they'll shadow me. They'll call me, my customer. So it's nonstop. The only way I can do my volume is to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
My day's usually done. It used to be later. The iPhone has changed. iPhone, DocuSign, Dotloop now, but it has changed my life. I used to be out Monday through Thursday until 11 o'clock at night, my first 20 years in the business. Fridays I'd be home at 7. In 96, I stopped Saturdays. In 2000, I stopped Sundays because I was raising a family. You don't want to be successful and lose your family.
Right.
You don't want to be successful and have bad health. You don't want to be successful and get divorced.
Yeah.
To me, success is about everything.
Yeah.
My whole life didn't want to be poor, and real estate was the best avenue. To me, it's the entrepreneurial system. It's the American enterprise system.
Yeah.
The harder I work, the more I can make. But I don't want that and that end up being by myself in some mansion.
Yeah.
I want to share that with my family and my loved ones. So from 2000, I never worked. I never met clients. I did work Saturdays and Sundays. My family would tell you, but I didn't meet clients on Saturdays or Sundays. I had my buyers agents do the buyers. I had my agents do the open houses.
Yeah.
I'm doing 60 to 70 open houses every Sunday. I'll get the feedback, but I'm not sitting in that open house.
Yeah, got it.
So developing systems that work for you,
Yeah.
that help your success.
Awesome.
And just one more thing is I hired one assistant, then a couple years later I hired another,
Yes.
and then about 96 was my first buyer's agent. And I only hired a buyer's agent because I couldn't handle all the business coming in. So I could offer a buyer's agent support and leads. And at that point, it was 10 years into my reputation had started to grow.
Oh, sure.
So, again, next
That's
question.
awesome. No, that's awesome.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing all that. It sounds like you organize your day, speaking of our own language, what we call time block, that
Yes.
you've time blocked for all the things that are important for you in your life, that you've time blocked for your business, that you've made time for your family, and you've made time for your health throughout the day.
Yes. But I need flexibility. There's so
Yeah.
many disruptions in that day, and I like to get everything done every day. So I adjust for those
Yeah.
disruptions, and that's what makes our day. My day is never the same. I'm out on the street. I'm meeting clients. I'm
Yeah.
meeting agents. I'm going to settlements. I'm dealing with the contractors. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, awesome. Mike, when you walk into a room, we can feel your passion and your energy for your business and for your life. How do you stay so energized and engaged in your business, in your life? How do you stay engaged?
That's great. And you got to love what you do. Yeah, when I worked in the sewers, and I worked in the sewers for a year and a half.
Are you
I was
talking literally sewers?
Literally sewers, down in the
Oh.
sewers, 90 feet on it, with a thing on me and cementing things in the sewers.
Okay.
I loved working in the sewers. It was my first real man's job. I was making $4.50 an hour.
Yeah.
And some of the older guys, because there were people 40, 50 years old, they'd be like, chill out, kid. You know, like, I'm like, this is great. You know, like, I loved what I did.
Yeah.
And I was proud of what I did.
Sure.
I was a dishwasher through high school, through elementary school, and middle school and high school. I was the best dishwasher. Love what you do. You'll never work a day in your life. So I love what I do. I was raised with my mom and 3 sisters who taught me about love. So I've always loved people. So, and we've always laughed. Like, I
Yeah.
like to have fun. I am the most serious, intense person with my clients.
Sure.
But I also have fun with them. And so I mix that up. And I care about them. They know that. And I give them confidence. So just educating yourself so you can become the most knowledgeable person. Key thing is educating yourself so you can become the most knowledgeable person in the marketplace. Working the smartest, hardest.
Yeah.
You know, don't delegate. I mean, handle stuff. And having the best reputation are the most important things. And if you have that, you know, like Mike McCann, the real estate man, we started that around '94. I thought, that's tacky. And people were calling me that. Like, I'm not going to use that. That sounds too tacky. And I'm like, no, the marketing department at that time of my company said, you should do it. So it's all over my signs. That's fun. I walk into a settlement, people are like, the real estate man, I always wanted to meet you. I see your sign everywhere. So we have fun, you know. And,
Awesome.
So you got to have fun.
Yeah.
You got to be serious, and you got to be a results-oriented person.
Yeah.
So you just have fun whatever you do. And gratitude. So one of the key elements in my life, I wake up in the morning, I am grateful for hot water, for the health of my family, and I take those moments, I talk to God in the shower, and I'm grateful every day for the most basic things.
Oh, that's powerful.
And then as my wealth and grown, I've helped tons of people in my life. That brings me joy today. So once you can get beyond feeding yourself,
Yeah.
and then feeding your family and helping people, that is the greatest reward. So love life, live life, help people. There's enough for all of us. Give back and stay healthy.
That's inspiring. I love it. That's inspiring. Okay, be thinking of additional questions. We've had some good ones. Go ahead and enter them into slido.com. It's M485, or go ahead and type them next to the box next to this video. Now, Mike, what about challenges? What challenges have you faced in your business, and how have you powered through those?
Okay, so the biggest challenge, I was talking to my wife and daughter this morning. We were talking about stuff this morning, having our coffee while the sun was coming up in our hotel room. Moving my business after 27 years to KW. I mean, that was a challenge. I mean, just the thought, just the idea. Because we were successful, we were happy, we were comfortable.
Yeah.
But again, the fourth revolution is coming.
It is.
And I need to be on the forefront. And I believed after listening and watching and reading about Gary Keller for 6 months, I believed. So I had to make that move. That decision shocked my team, shocked my world, shocked my past company, whom I love, the agents, everybody. It was a big shock.
Sure.
That was one of the biggest challenges in my life because leaving my existing family, going to a new family, but I'm protecting my current family. And that's why I'm with Keller. That's why I'm with Gary, because I believe 5, 10, 20, 30 years, this is the best move for my team. So that was really the biggest challenge. Other than that, I've been so consistent. People come to me from my reputation, from my hard work, from my caring, doing things for people, not expecting anything. You know, you give. The more you give, the more you receive in life. It sounds tacky. It is so true. So I've not had many challenges.
That's
my
great.
health, thank God, has been good. The health of my family's been good. The business, so there's no major challenge. Continue to grow. That's what you have to do.
So consistency has helped you prevent the challenges in advance.
That is correct. Being consistent, educating yourself, caring about your clients, caring about the people you work with, loving what you do, staying healthy. Yeah, it's really
That's
is all one. It's so there's no great secrets here, man. It's like love life, get up, enjoy it, and you are what you think. I have a couple silly Mike McCannisms, you know, and I'm going to do it. I got this from, I sold vacuums door to door for 3.5 years, from 79 to 82. And we would have these pep rallies in the morning. We'd come in for 30 minutes and we'd sing these songs. And it was kind of what we used to make fun of Keller. We used to say, they're drinking the Kool-Aid there. But when I sold vacuums door to door, $650 vacuums in 79, they pumped us up and sent us out on the street. And I learned so much from that person, James B. Marion III, and so much from that business. And he taught me so many sayings like, you know, if you believe, you can achieve. I mean, I have to believe in me to get the goal.
Yeah.
I am what I think. Never, never, never give up.
Yeah.
Never, never, never give up. If he can do it or she can do it, I can do it. Like, they're not smarter, stronger, better look. Like, they're not. If you can do it, I can do it. Why is he so great? I can do it. So you believe in yourself. Can't means won't. I can't do that. No, that means you won't do it.
Right.
You can do it. So you have to believe. Again, sounds tacky, hook. So sometimes in the morning I come to and we would do this thing, boy, do I feel great, boy, do I feel great. We would do that in the morning at this Kirby vacuum thing. So I would do that to my kids sometimes in the morning. They'd look at me like, oh, Dad. But when I walk into the office, many times I'll be like, the sun is, and my assistants will be shining, you know, and boy, do I feel great, you know. And you too. I'm a big U2 fan. It's a beautiful day. It's my all-time anthem. I want that played at my funeral, but it's a beautiful day.
Oh, I love that.
So those silly fundamentals, gratitude, giving back, consistency, staying healthy, developing relationships, loving, is really the key.
Oh, I love that. It sounds like you've always been Keller Williams in a way. It starts with mindset.
I have. And it's funny. And as I saw it grow, I did respect and envy the Keller people for probably since around 03 or 04 when I started to see it grow. And then I saw the people that were going there. I thought, that's great. But I thought, you know what? I'm doing great. We're doing fine. The industry wasn't changing. But I did tell new people. I would interview at my company, but if I was brand new, I'd probably go to Keller because of the training, because of the culture.
Awesome.
But we feel that now. We feel that now.
Awesome.
And it's never too late. It is never too late, man. That's, you know, who's that burger guy that at 60, he became successful at 60.
Oh,
anyway,
awesome. Awesome.
I'll think of him in a minute, sorry.
No, awesome. So we've got a great question from Jessica.
Jess.
Mike.
Hi, Jess.
What do you know about opportunity zones? Are you working with them in Philly? How much do you think they'll benefit investors, developers, communities?
It's so funny. So new programs come in and then these whole industries open up. And there's all kinds of seminars on those right now. There's lawyers. I know that it's there's people asking about it. So right now, we're becoming educated on it.
Awesome.
So it's definitely going to be a positive thing. I don't want to be an expert on it because I'm starting to learn about it. We'll be very positive. It's like the biggest thing that changed our market in Philadelphia and our city was the 10-year tax abatement for properties, and it's still around. It changed me from never selling new construction in my first 15 years to now doing 200, 300 new constructions a year. The opportunity zone will be maybe not that big an impact, but it's going to be a big impact.
Awesome, awesome. Another great question from a viewer. What kind of scripts do you use if door knocking or anything else? What kind of scripts do you use in your business?
Scripts are so important, and so many, again, I have a dozen millennials, and my team is many 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and there's a few of us 50 to 60. But scripts are so important. So much of the younger generation, I don't want to, but are just so short with their responses, so short with their messages. I explain everything. So what I do for my team a lot of times is I'll do a response on an offer to an agent, and I'll blind CC my team, or I'll do a response to presenting an offer to seller, and or a response to an inspection. So I try to teach my team about. You have to do everything all the time. Just because you did it for the last client doesn't mean you don't have to do it for the current client. You're only as good as your current client. So and with agents, there might be some crazy responses or stuff. I have to turn that around, make it positive, even if that agent's being negative. Make it positive. Sell my responses and go back. Scripts are so important. So I don't have any one, because everything is different. It's the one thing. Everything is different. But explaining why it's best for that agent or that client or your agent to do something. Educating them so that they come to the decision why it's best for them.
Yeah.
And you have to explain that. And then my favorite line, I always do, after I explain it, whatever you want to do is fine with me. You know, I will support your actions. But if you were my brother or my sister, depending on the client, brother, my sister, my mom, or my dad, this is what I would do. And I never advise a client to do something that I wouldn't do myself or I wouldn't have my family do. But since I have such knowledge, and get that knowledge so you can have the confidence to tell them what's best for them, even though they might not want to like it, they might not want to hear it.
Sure.
No one ever sees me 6 months down the road and says, I shouldn't have did that. They thank me, they love me, I'm an important person in their life because I gave them the confidence and taught them how to get through that situation.
Oh, that's awesome. And it sounds like consistency shows up again. In
Consistency. There are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. Again, this is the greatest business. This is a lot easier than working in the sewers. It's a lot easier when I was working in the restaurant business. It's a lot easier when I was selling vacuums door to door. It is the greatest business in the history of the world, if you ask me, if you're an entrepreneur. And then having people that are, sales, that are details, support you. And you grow that. And you have to take care of them too, otherwise they'll leave you. So it's got to be a win-win for everybody, from clients to team to company.
Mike, that's awesome. I've had so much, seriously, I've had so much fun talking with you. What last thoughts do you have for the people out there watching?
If you're brand new in the business, the thing that I can just say to you is stick with this business. I always try to under-promise my newer agents and over-deliver, just like I try to under-promise my clients and over-deliver. It's the greatest business in the world if you love people, if you do love real estate, if you're not lazy, you're a result. You can't stay stuck on social media for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like if you're a results person. It's the greatest business in the world. If you want to run your own business, yet have the support of a brokerage. So, what was that? What was your question again?
Our parting thoughts.
Our parting thoughts. It's the greatest business. If you're an experienced person, if there's anybody on your, and you have some people, to me, you want to have people, if there's anything negative, you want that out of your environment. Yeah. I only deal with positive people. I tell my agents, say hi to everybody, smile at everybody, but you keep moving. If someone's telling you, I had this deal and blah, 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 how you doing? I got an appointment, I'll talk to you later. I mean, honestly, that doesn't help you. So hire people that have your same DNA. Work around people that have your same DNA. Get rid of any negativity and give more than you receive, and you will do better. So awesome. I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be talking to everyone out there. I wish you guys the best. I will respond to everybody on Facebook or on email. When I joined Keller, I probably had 3,000 to 4,000 private messages on my Facebook. I responded to every single one. And I've been talking to dozens and dozens and dozens of people, and I'm speaking at a few places. I'm like, I'm just a kid from Philly, man. But I had passion, I had desire, and love people, and I'm not afraid of working. And I educate myself. And that's the element. It sounds boring. No great secrets, sorry. All the best.
Oh, that's awesome. Stay positive, keep moving.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mike. I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to talk with you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.